The easing of the lockdown brought a sigh of relief to the business community in Kampala City, following the presidential address that saw different sectors, including those operating in arcades and malls, but under strict observance of standard operating procedures, and partly small pockets of beehive activities in downtown Kampala. However, to those operating in arcades and malls in downtown remained stranded at the main entrances to their workplaces, save for Ham Business Center that remained open. But to other arcades and malls remained padlocked pending fulfillment of the set guidelines by KCCA and the Minister of Health in the fight against the spread of COVID-19.
But what is happening, we were taken aback by the scenario. The president came out and he allowed us to work. That by Monday, 2nd, arcades Chikubo should be open. But to our greatest surprise, we were shocked to come today to work and they say no, the owners of the arcades should again seek consent from KCCA to open up.
This brought the moods of businessmen and vendors who woke up in the wee hours of the morning for work down. The Minister for Kampala Affairs, Mr. Kabanda, last week issued a set guidelines that each arcade in the Central Business District will only start operating upon getting a certificate of compliance after inspection, something that the city traders are finding hard to comply with.
It will be very impossible for the arcade owners and the operators to put up the necessary requirements from home. Secondly, those small shops on the corridors of Chikubo are no longer there. They were demolished during the first lockdown.
President Museveni locked down the country and ordered the closure of malls, arcades and shops selling non-essential goods. Sitting tenants were locked out and remained home until the president lifted the lockdown. However, President Museveni made the lockdown appeal to landlords not to harass tenants during the lockdown, to pay rent unlike the 2020 lockdown, where he told landlords to either forego some months or reschedule the payment. This time around, he remained silent on the matter.
We want to appeal to government to discuss with the landlords in order for us to kickstart our operations. For almost 2 months we have not worked, and honestly we can't afford to clear the backlog of rent in our current situation. By the way, some of us are still struggling with the arrears of the first lockdown.
This is a very big issue as far as we are concerned. We are all aware that landlords too have got very huge mortgages. They are heavily indebted from commercial banks. So I don't think we shall be in a position to waive these rental areas from our tenants.
Mohamed Mukaddar, a businessman, says landlords and tenants need to harmonize for a win-win situation.
Regarding with the rent, it's a tough situation. Even in the last year, what we did, we decided to give them some relief. We have not yet finalized about this COVID time, this lockdown, how we are going to give them relief. Definitely it is, with the mutual understanding with the tenant and the landlord.